Next is Jim Cerny.
My two topics for tonight, we're going to start with Glary Utilities. Glary Utilities icon on my screen is right here, and I double click it to open it. And this is my Glary Utilities window. I'm going to bring it down to the left in case you have part of your screen being used for the Zoom meeting. All right. Glary Utilities, it's a free utility. You can get it from glarysoft.com. Glarysoft, GLARYSOFT.com. That's the company name for Glary Utilities. It has, once you download it, download the free version. It has an overview, one-click maintenance, and advanced tools. And all I do is the one-click maintenance, so I'll go there. But why Glary Utilities? What is it? Why is it so important that I take up 5 or 10 minutes of your time about it? Well, it does two things for me. Glary Utilities will maintain or clean up my computer for me. And when I click on one-click maintenance, I have these options listed and I check all of them to start the cleaning up of my computer. And I do this almost daily, all right? And right here, I click for scan for issues, and I'm gonna do that to show you what it does. Okay, it goes very quickly. It's analyzing the registry cleaner now. Found a problem. And we don't care what the problem is. That's the beauty of it. We can get details if we want to, but to be honest, I cannot understand what the details are anyway. So I just trusted that it found a problem. No problems were found with the shortcuts or spyware. Disk repair usually takes the longest because it's scanning my disk for any errors or discrepancies. It doesn't take too long. And then it will go through the tracks eraser, the temporary files, and the startup manager. These three go very quickly. The disk repair may take a little extra time the first time you do it. Google Chrome needs to be closed to clean the cache. Do you want Glary Utilities to close Google Chrome? I'll say no, we'll leave it open. Okay, we just wait another few moments and I'll say no again. Hopefully I'll continue. And here we have our list of any problems that Glary Utilities has found. And to repair the problems, we simply click on repair the problems. And it's cleaning the temporary files, and now it's done. So for 2 minutes, at the most 3 minutes, you have a pretty good way of cleaning your computer. Now, I know there's many other tools out there that will clean your computer for you. And many of the other tools will also do the second thing I enjoy using Glary Utilities for. And that is, if you go through these options down here, disk cleanup, context, blah, blah, blah. You get to this arrow, a blue box and a white arrow pointing up that says software update. If this arrow box has a circle with a number on it, the number would indicate how many updates your software needs on your Windows computer. I have no numbers. I was hoping one would show up. In the last few days, I've been waiting, but none has shown up. But I can click this arrow and it will scan my computer to see if there are any updates I need. So it's scanning my computer for updates and it's finding that no updates are needed for any of my software on my computer. If there was, or if there were updates that are required, I would get a list of them on the screen. And you can update each software product that you have downloaded on your computer, that exists on your computer, you can do the update right through Glary Utilities. And what it does is it basically knows that an update is there. It goes via the internet and takes you to the update screen that's needed to update that software. And of course, Glary Utilities will notify you when it needs to be updated as well. So it's really a very nice tool, very easy to use. It's absolutely free, and I've used it for years, but it's not the only one. Please don't think that, oh, I have to use this because Jim showed it on the roundtable tonight. That's not true. There's many others. I have no favoritism of one over the other than with Glary, I've used it for years. So I'm sticking with it. But there's many others you can learn from other people as well, from the club. And if you come to the help desk with that beautiful flyer that Hewie made to catch your attention, we can discuss the other tools that are available to you, like CCleaner and a few other tools that are free to help you keep your computer clean. And that's it for this part. I have another part about Google Earth, but before I start that, are there any questions about Glary Utilities as I log out of it? Anybody?
Jim,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
thanks for showing that.
You're welcome.
Does if there was an update for something like Firefox or Chrome or something like that, does it also check those applications?
Yes, it checks all the applications that you have on your computer. Yeah,
That's great.
that's
Cool.
neat.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Did you call it glary.ssof.com?
The web address, let me go to it real quick. I'll show you. Oh, I don't want to get out of Zoom. I'll go to a new tab.
It's posted in the chat box too. It's glarysoft.com.
GlarySoft, yeah. Here's free, you can put in a search, free Glary Utilities. And if you click that, you want to look at the one that says glarysoft.com. Whenever you do a search on Google, you get results, and usually at the top of the results are going to be some ads. If you put a search in for a particular free software tool or product, be aware of the ads that you see first, because they may be another company that will eventually may grant you access to the correct web page, but they're getting something from you like information, or they're trying to sell you something else. So when you do a search, go down the list and look for the name of the website that is the same name of the software that you're trying to get for free. Okay. GlarySoft is the same name. Yeah. Go ahead.
Jim, the only thing I'd like to make a comment on is if you have an SSD hard drive, I would not do the hard drive cleaning.
Oh, okay.
If it's one of the old ones, that's fine. But if it's an SSD, leave it alone. It takes care of itself.
Okay, thank you for that comment. All right, we'll bug out of this here. And we'll exit out of Glary Utilities. The other 5-minute quickie that I had for you today, hopefully it's just a reminder for some of you, but for those of you that haven't seen it, Google Earth, the icon is over here. It looks like a gray striped planet Earth. It's called Google Earth. It's one of the many Google products. And I'm going to double click it, and it's free. And this is I think they have allowed the pro version to be free, and that's what I have.
Hey, Jim.
Yes.
I can't see your screen. I see you speaking. Am I doing something wrong?
I think my screen is still shared, is it not, Hewie?
It is.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, I'm not seeing. Okay, sorry.
Okay. It opens with a navigation page, which you can read about and learn more about how to navigate in Google Earth. But I'm going to give you a real quick and dirty 5-minute overview of how to use Google Earth. So I'm going to, oh, here's the tips thing. If it'll show tips at startup if you want. we'll close this, and we see that we have a spinning Earth in front of us. It's not turning too quickly because I haven't started anything yet, really. But I'm going to see if I can narrow the window down a little bit so you can see the whole window in case you're using some of the area on your screen for Zoom. So let me make it a little smaller, but it's beautiful when it fills up your whole screen. There we go. I'll keep it to the left. Oh, I did it too much. Sorry about that. There we go. All right. You can use Google Earth on any device. I use it on my iPad all the time. And with the iPad, you have the touch controls to swipe up, down, left, right, to pinch, to zoom, and so forth. Well, with Windows, you don't have the touch controls on a regular Windows screen. So you have these things over here. And these are your navigation tools. And it's real easy to use. Doesn't take anything to figure out that this is the zoom. And you can zoom in anywhere in the world. You can drag your world left and right with the mouse, or up and down, or even in circles. And you want to put something in the middle that you want to zoom in further on. I'm going to pick Chicago for no particular reason other than I'm kind of familiar with the city, having grown up in that area, and continue to zoom in. How close do you think I can get, anybody? Don't answer because we don't want to do the questions yet, but I'm going to keep zooming in here. Let's get the downtown area. And you'll notice it takes a moment to get into focus. And what's happening now? One of these other tools, you can move left and right and up and down, kind of like you're flying over the city. Or you can change your perspective to look toward the horizon or to look more perpendicularly down on the street and fly over the buildings like Superman. No problem. Let's see how close we can get to Buckingham Fountain here. We'll keep zooming in. That's pretty good. You can't quite count the water droplets, but you can certainly see the water fountain squirting. And you can imagine if this is available to everybody, what the real spy satellites can zoom in on. Now this guy here is real interesting. This guy is the man on the street. And if you drag him to any point on your view screen, you will zoom in to a street level view. Let me zoom out a little bit. And let's say we want to be on the street with a street level view. I'm going to drag this guy, and wherever you see a blue line, I can put him. I'm going to put him right on Lakeshore Drive, right here. Bloop. And we zoom in, and we're right on Lakeshore Drive. And we can spin ourselves around. There's the fountain, which is not spraying water this time of year. Do a 360. And we can even travel up and down Lakeshore Drive by hitting the arrows, going something about 20 or 30 feet at a click. I'll leave it to you to explore how did they do this? Do they use satellites? Do they use airplane? Do they use drones? And the answer is they use everything to get these beautiful 3D images, and the computer puts them together. And if I want to exit the street view, I just click exit street view and I'm back out. So in these trying times of COVID and all this, you can feel free to explore Paris or Rome. You can take tours. You can layer and have street names or roads indicated on your view or not with labels. There's many, many options, and I hope it'll be a lot of fun for you to try And I hope you enjoyed my short presentation. Thank you very much. Any questions from anybody?
Just a short comment. I wonder how many people noticed that when you zoomed in, the roadway you chose was US 41.
Yes, but that's state route.
No, it's not.
Oh, it is? It's through all
It's
those,
US 41
so we could take that all the way to Sarasota, to Chicago.
or vice versa.
Okay, cool.
Is
Any
that,
other
And
questions?
into
Yeah.
Wisconsin, if you wish.
yeah, I have a question. Is that in real time? I mean, how
No.
often do they take those pictures?
You will see at the bottom of your screen, if I zoom out here. No, they don't show it here, maybe in a different, they overlay these things. And at the bottom of the screen, sometimes you will see the longitude and latitude and the date or the year in which the photo was amalgamated into this view. Google Earth actually has a history now where you can go to a certain point of view and say, show me what it looked like 10 years ago. They're amassing a history. And also, just for fun, if you zoom in on trees and forested areas, let's see if I can get some trees here. You can almost recognize the type of tree it is. And that's what they're trying to work on lately, is to get these goofy shapes out of the tree and make the trees look more lifelike, which is very difficult to do. You can see they're kind of blobby, and if I go down too far, I'm on the street view again. So we'll exit the ground level view, but they're working on that. But it's really fantastic. Any other questions? Okay, I thank you for your time. Hope to see you at the help desk. Thank you.
Go ahead and unshare.
How do I do that? Let's see.
Go to the top. It should be a red box that says stop sharing.
Oh, I lost my screen here. Hang on a second. Stop share. There we go. I see it. There we go. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Jim. I've used Google Maps and Google Earth for many, many years. And I used to have to travel into areas that I had never been before. And I would actually go down the street using those arrows, and I could start recognizing places. So when I got there, I would recognize, oh, there was a Shell station on this corner. It may not still be there, but in most cases it was. And it helped me find places and locate them.